Hi, this is Kai from Kikai Craft, and today we're going to try and swatch two interesting inks. I think they're quite interesting. One is called Turritopsis nutricula, which is, let me just go ahead and show you the box that it'll come in. It's from Tramol, and the interesting thing about this is that it is invisible ink. So apparently when you write with it, you won't be able to see anything. But if you shine some UV light on it, right, you'll be able to see it. So we'll see if that works. This set will come with a UV light, sort of tiny flashlight. And so we're going to try that. And from the seemingly temporary or invisible, we're also going to swatch Atramentis Archive ink in black. And I got this ink for a special project that I am embarking on. And I wanted it to be something that would withstand time, and that's exactly why I got this ink. So we're going to try a bit of the temporary and the elusive, and then we're going to try something just a bit more solid and withstanding. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. I am using my Kakimori nib still because even if it doesn't show off the best qualities, well, at least I'm not sure yet how to do that. I like the fact that I can swatch with it and write with it, and there isn't a lot of waste going on. Ooh, this is a little tricky to open. All right, there we go. All right, so I tried to smell it. There's no smell that's a little funky or different. So let's go ahead and dip my pen. And because we can't see it, maybe we'll see a bit of the wetness. I'm just gonna draw you in. Okay. So I do see some wetness on the paper. All right. I don't know if you see it glistening. All right, so I do see some wetness on the paper. There's, yeah, bubbles up a bit. Okay, and we're going to, of course, do everything that I do with the other inks. Oh, it's a very wet ink. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and write it. It's quite a long name. Okay, since I can't really see it, I don't know how wet it is. We're gonna try and use the UV light on it. Okay, so this, let me try and lay it flat. I can see a little bit of it via the wetness when I write. So it's not that invisible. Okay, Turritopsis nutricula or nutricula. All right, and I got this on the 2nd of January 2023, and we're just gonna draw some lines. Okay, and of course a few of the squiggles. Okay, so we are going to see how this works. If you notice, even if it does say it's invisible, I'm not sure if I'm just writing pretty hard on the nib. I don't know if I'm pushing hard against it or if it's just because it's wet, but you can see that you can still see some of the etching. Now, oh, look at that. Oh, wow. Okay, there's some bleeding happening. I think maybe I put in too much of the ink because I couldn't really see it. But look at that. It's so vivid. Yeah, well, if you compare it to that, then yes, this looks fairly invisible. Let's do that again because it's so much fun. Look at this. All right, so that's Tramol Turritopsis nutricula. Okay, so that one was interesting. I'm glad I finally swatched it. To be honest, I've had it for some time, as you notice, but I sometimes forget that it's there because it's such a small bottle, and I don't think I'm gonna have it in circulation so much, so I put it away. All right, so let's go ahead and try the Atramentis Archive ink. Well, let's swatch it. I've actually already tried it, used it quite a number of times. It's currently on my Faber-Castell. Oh no, okay, so this one has a bit of bleeding happening. Okay, so it does hurt the paper. So just something that is useful to know. Okay, let's go ahead and try this. This is going to be a very dark ink, but even if I know how it looks, I wanted to swatch it just so that it could be part of my ink swatch book. So this is a pigmented ink. I have to say that it's very dark. I'm currently using it on my Faber-Castell. And if I don't write with it, it does dry the nib up. So just be very careful. If you decide to use this, make sure that you'll be using it on a regular basis. Okay, so it's Atramentis. Okay, archive ink. And it's fairly permanent, so you have to really be mindful when you use it. But it is a very nice ink. When it writes nicely, it is nice and dark. It's quite wet as well. Okay, as you can see, it lays down quite a bit of the ink. And I really enjoy it. Oops. And knowing that it will withstand time is a good thing. It's also waterproof as soon as it's dry. And so, of course, that would be good for archiving written documents or paper. Okay, so I think that's about it for this one. We have the invisible ink. Okay, I do want to have another look at that because it's such a fun ink. Okay, make sure I don't... Oh, look at that. Ah, nice. Okay, so that's a fun ink to have in the collection. And then we have this, which is the archive ink from Atramentis. This is Kaya from Kikai Craft. If you found this useful, do please subscribe or like this particular video, say hi, and if you've played around with invisible ink, please share your experiences. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!